Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome at the Odoo 2025 experience. I've been asked to speak about how we moved from operational silos to streamlined success with 4ITEGO Group and our journey. Myself, I'm Xavier Werbroek. I'm the founder and CEO of 4ITEGO Group. I will get you some time to scan the questions. So for the Q&A session at the end of the presentation. Small agenda, small introduction, speak about our challenges, why did we choose for Odoo, how the implementation went, and then definitely also about the results and the next steps in our journey. Who are we today? 4ITEGO Group constitutes out of 5 companies. 2 main brands, Infinite and Inoptus. Inoptus active in 3 countries, Infinite only in Benelux. But next to the 2 main brands, Inoptus and Infinite, we just acquired 3 weeks ago CAD Services, so which is honestly doing business in the same domain like the Inoptus business, and is also located in the Netherlands. So in the future, Inoptus Netherlands and CAD Services will be merged together, but it will take some time to integrate the whole companies. First of all, what do? We do business for companies who are doing product development from, let's say, ID until finished product. We'll give you some examples of customers in a minute. But therefore we implemented or developed an industrial innovation platform which manages everything which is related from defining the product requirements, designing the products, like for instance the motor of a car. So specifying the requirements, designing, then simulating, doing manufacturing and supporting until spare parts management and so on, service delivery, which is also integrated in a full integrated loop. Because the efficiency for customers is that you can have an associative loop from, let's say, the requirements until the service product in the field. And this is also, I will get back to that when we speak about how we implemented Odoo. This is also the approach we had together with our partner to do that. Like our partner who implements Odoo for us is using Odoo as a technology, we have 2 other types of technologies that we implement, and that's PTC on the design side and data management side, and ANSYS from multiphysics simulation side. Some ideas about customers of us. Everyone wants to have nice French fries, but it starts in the field. So a company like De Wolf from west of Flanders is developing these red machines from scratch. Every single bolt, every single nut, every single sub-module is designed with technology of us, and in the end produced to make sure that this product can be sold to, let's say, farmers or big international companies in the potato industry, and these tools also need some service. So we guide that company from A to Z. Other types of products, gearboxes, like it's a gearbox of a sports car, development of trailers. In the middle you can see, for instance, the fireman. He has a scissor in the hand. This is the only customer that I always say, I hope I never need your tools, because it means that I'm in an accident and the roof of the car needs to be cut off to get me out of the car. So this is the only customer that I do not want to buy his products in the end. But it can be from machinery design in any kind of product or vertical and so on. And in the left bottom side you also see the Belgium solar car. Maybe you know us, and you also see it at my dress code today, that we are the main sponsor of the Inoptus solar car. The name of the car is the is the Infinite Apollo, which is then linked to the second brand of our company, but this is types of business that we support. Our team today constitutes out of 117 persons. We started about 2 years ago in France, so 8 of them are in France and the rest are in Belgium and the Netherlands. And we have more than 1,000 active product development and production companies that we support in that region. How did we started with that? I had a history in product development optimization, and let's say it started from the living room table end of 2011, and the company grew until 6 persons until mid of 2017. At that time we needed some really special knowledge in a certain domain, and we needed to do an acquisition. The acquisition of the company GPO Solutions was done in 2017. That was also the time that the 4ITEGO group started, and we were with 19 persons in that time. We grew very fast in the next 2 years. Started in the meantime also high-end simulation, and then 6 months later we bought the main competitor in that domain, Infinite Simulation Systems. In the end, in 2022, we needed to rebrand the whole stuff, because we had 4 names doing more or less the same business, so it was much easier to do rebranding. And then 3 weeks ago we acquired CAD Services in Almere, nearby Amsterdam. So in total the acquisition brought us 45 people together, and in the last 6 years we grew with around 70 persons in that domain to support these kind of companies. So I can say it's a roller coaster game to support our processes. And there also it came up that we have some challenges to support that. You must imagine, if you start from the living room table, that you are doing a lot of things, managing data in Excel, Word documents, but from the first day, or maybe the second day, I started already with Microsoft CRM to manage our customer information. But with the acquisition, we bought a company who used SuperOffice on the CRM side, and then the other company developed their own tools in an Access database. So too much spreadsheets, a lot of manual work, big risk of mistakes, and all these kind of things. So to support our business, we needed to do something. Let's say that the success for what we are doing for customers is bringing all data from product ID till service product in the field. We bring all that data in a single source of truth, which is associative from A till Z. And this is also what we wanted to do in our internal automation. In the beginning, it started with, you have contact information, you want to do opportunities, you have closed quotations, you go to a project, and then in the end you want to invoice. Invoicing in the beginning was still in Excel, but until today everything is fully integrated. So we had some needs, and the vision behind was, let's implement a single source of truth, a full digital thread from, let's say, a lead until a long time support customer with repetitive business and so on. We had a long list of products that we wanted to use, but the 3 that you see was the short list. Short list was SAP, Microsoft Dynamics, and Odoo. And end of the day, after a test period with some demo trials and so on, Odoo seems to be the most cost efficient, scalable and easy to use system, where, let's say, from the CRM till the ERP side is fully integrated, because I didn't want to have 2 buckets of data which needed to be integrated. As we always say, a product can be very good. You can have a product leadership product that you are using, but the partner is also very important in the implementation. So we chose for Somko as an implementation partner because they also could guide us during that journey to integrate these silos. About the implementation, first of all, you must know that we do not have hardware products or something that you put in stock. We have software products, so software and renewal products, a little bit the same business like Odoo, but in that time we also had purchase and subscription licenses. So our database of products was constituted out of software licenses, maintenance, subscription, types of service, types of training, all these kind of things, travel fees, and so on. So that database is really crucial for us because it was the single source of truth of everything that we do to our customers. And if you can close the gap from your quotation until invoicing, then you also can do good business analytics on top of that. So this was really crucial to have a flexible way of setting up that database and, let's say, not manage every product via the UI of Odoo, where you need to open 1,000 product lines to change, for instance, a 2% indexation rate, for instance. So this was something that we said, hey, this is maybe very important for us. It can change every quarter because our partners, PTC and ANSYS, are NASDAQ stock exchange market companies. These prices can change every quarter. It can mean that if we do not automate that, that this is a full-time job to get our price book up to date. So that was really critical. And then we started not by implementing everything. We said in a frame of the sales optimization and project execution, contract management and support. These 4 things, if we can automate these things, then the sky will be already very blue. Moving away from all these kind of Excels and not linked things together. Definitely the partner selection, Somko, you see the logo of Somko was very critical because at that time we were with around 20 persons. I think they were with around 10 to 12 persons at that time. They wanted to also be that value partner together with us. Let's say that our values and our DNA is also matching, and if you match with your partners and you can grow along each other, this makes life very easy. So we speak about time frame 2019. If we said we go to Odoo, people said, hey, what do you do? What Odoo? So Odoo now these days is known in every corner of the street, but at that time they said, hey, what are you doing? Shouldn't you choose for SAP Business by Design or Microsoft or these kind of things? So I said, no, we need to have a product also from a dynamic partner who wants to solve all these kind of things in an integrated way to the market. Project phasing, phase 1, as I already said, contacts, CRM data, sales data, project time registration from our service people. We also do webinars, customer events and so on. Trainings is also managed via events. And some of these things we purchase and other things we are doing ourselves. So we needed to get that on the rails. And then definitely the full subscription mode of our renewal business, which is generating a lot of recurring revenue. Until invoicing, this was let's say the first thing which was done in Optus Belgium, because we always say we are located, the Belgian company, original company is located in the neighborhood of Kortrijk in West Flanders. Somko was at that time in Roeselare, not so far away. Even today we are nearer to each other because we moved a little bit up and they moved a little bit down due to the growth of the companies. But let's say that we are always the guinea pigs in Belgium, and when it's tested and rolled out and so on, than we implemented in the other companies of the group. Test situation, validation, launching, the things that we always need in these kind of projects, and this was done in less than 1 year in 2019. So that was a very big step forward for us to go into that direction. Yeah, and then as we bought some companies together, we needed to use Odoo in a multi-company environment, because you have different tax numbers, you have different purchase suppliers, let's say different suppliers, and so on. So yeah, this was done also migrating the data from SuperOffice to Odoo in Optus Netherlands in 2020, and then the migration of Infinite Simulation Systems from the homemade Access database, which was so great to migrate to Odoo. And then later on we moved already to version 16, and on the planning is to go to 19 as soon as possible. Which is also needed for new functionality that we need, but also for let's say legal stuff, which is important. And then after migration, we continue to optimize our process and integrate more and more processes of the company in a full integrated digital thread within the company. The results of today, I can say that, to give you only one example, in our renewal business, which is around 65% of our business, so if you can count 65% on 40 million, it's quite a lot of money. In the past, we did, let's say, 1/10 of that value with 2 persons to have these renewals automated from purchase till renewal with customer, purchase, invoicing, and so on. Today we are doing 10 times that value, but not with 10 times the number of people. We went from 2 to 4 persons. To do 10 times that value, which means that we need to have done something good, otherwise this was not possible, to my understanding. And key takeaways, Odoo is a very good and flexible, let's say, tool to implement, but you also need a very good partner which can think along with you, who is special, has special knowledge in that domain, so they need to guide us in the mindset of this is what we want to automate, and therefore you need to have a good relationship with that partner too. Next steps, there are a lot of next steps, because as you see CAD services was added 3 weeks ago. They are on exact software, so this will be a new challenge in the next coming years, but also marketing automation, maybe web shop, all these kind of things, better planning, better project management, until recruitment, all kinds of domains that we are investigating, and every year we make, let's say, a year plan of the big things that we want to integrate and evolve until that single source of truth, and that's very important. This is a little bit the story, how we integrated these silos by implementing Odoo in, let's say, not a company which is having stability by staying at the same size, but where every day something new is on our roadmap. So I do not know if there are some questions.
So there are indeed some questions.
First one is, what were the biggest internal resistance that you faced, and did you overcome it?
The resistance was not getting people motivated, because we are also doing, let's say, IT implementation projects, and sometimes you can have that resistance. This was not the case with us, because this is the thing that we are used to do with customers, so people knew that we need to do something. The biggest resistance was that the speed of changing in the company made sure that everyone was always occupied more than 100%. So, and if you want to move forward, you need to spend time on it. So we really needed to make some dedicated time, slow down the growth of the company to make sure that they had time to think along with the, let's say, our internal person and our external partner, and to move forward. That was the biggest resistance, saying, hey, we can earn money on one side and we need the same resources to optimize now to earn money on the longer term. So that's a little bit, as an entrepreneur, the biggest resistance that you can have in your head. So.
Okay, thanks. So second question, what surprised you the most about Odoo and about the partner?
About Odoo, the speed of evolution. If I see, based on what existed in 2019, where we already said, hey, this is a good speed of evolution, and where you are today, let's say from a small company to a multinational company today, this surprises me quite a lot, and also confirms to me that we made the good decision, because we cannot evolve with the speed of light if our partners and technology partners do not evolve with the speed of light. And from the partner side, just the same. So one from technology side, the other one from the implementation side.
Okay. So what, talking about the partner, what was the biggest added value of the partner?
The biggest added value, as already I think I said on that partner slide, is just they think along with us, and if we say we want to do this and they say, hey, you can do this with standard technology, or if you want to do it in that way you need to automate or program, they also bring it on the table and say, hey, first decide if you can do it with standard technology, otherwise adapt the technology and implement it in a special way. And I can say we have a lot of special things, because merging companies together is also merging technologies and cultures, and it's not always easy to change cultures.
Acquisitions.
Acquisitions,
yeah. Complex.
Yeah. So, and yeah, that's more or less.
Thanks. There was one last question. Sorry, one last question, but it was not complete. I'll try to guess. What's the most important advice that you could give? It was not. Yeah, the question is not really complete. So I guess the question is.
Yeah.
Maybe for similar projects, similar implementations.
Yeah. Have a short, mid-term, and long-term strategy. Do not want to do everything in the beginning, but try to think what you want to do on the long term. Put that point on the horizon, work to that point, and there will be a way to get to that point. That point can also move a little bit. If you do an acquisition, that point can be a little bit further or bend it away in some direction. So have a good strategy, have dedicated people working on it, and make sure that you have a good partner. And then the technology will help us. So Odoo is very good, but without a partner, in the, let's say, in the speed of evolution we have, not just going online, having the online version, the dedicated one.
They
we need
know what to do.
Some more flexibility, call it like that. So.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
No more questions, so.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thanks.